Access denied. So I was trying to, by the way, the sound you hear in the background is just me walking, getting my 10k steps in, because I'm a, disciplined girly. Okay, so anywho, as I was saying, access denied. I was trying to log into my Gmail yesterday, and it kept telling me that no, I can't log in. Let me put the last password that I put, so that it will know if it's me. It kept denying. I was like, what the heck is going on with Google? And mind you, I post the early morning right after Fajr prayer, because I pray first before I post. And I deny myself sleep, even though I usually don't sleep until like 1 or 12, thanks to my roommates. So that's when I post, in the early mornings. So something slipped and I forgot to add the last word to my Gmail. And I kept trying to log in without adding the last word. So it kept freaking out. And I even changed my password and tried to get it to work on the original Gmail. I tried to change it from my phone back to the Gmail, but it didn't work. So I was complaining to ChatGPT. I was like, what is wrong with Google? Do you have any solutions? And it was like, just leave it for today and go back to sleep, because the more you try it, the more it's going to deny you. I was like, okay. So I had to break my streak, because I posted like 3 weeks straight on the same day. I wanted to keep on posting like that for 6 months straight. I had to break my streak, and I was very pissed about it. And I went to sleep, and the next day I tried again. Then I was checking through my phone again, and I saw a little detail that I missed. I forgot to add the lady to the Dia Dragon in my Gmail. I was like, wait a minute. So I added the lady, and immediately it let me in. I was like, oh my god, but this is so similar to what happens in real life. You tell somebody you want something, they give you only half of that thing, and then when you say access denied, and you're like, are you really who I thought you were? And then they start saying, oh, you're too stuck up, or you're asking for too much, or why can't you be grateful? This is all I have. Why do you want more? Because keep in mind, the first day when I tried to log in, I just put Dia Dragon, and I've checked, and there's a lot of people that go by Dia Dragon, a lot of people on YouTube. So I was even thinking I want to change my name, because I don't want such a diluted username. I didn't really check it before I made it, because to me Dia Dragon is Dia, which is Japanese for diamond, and Dia Dragon. It can also be read as Dia Dragon. It can also be read as Die a Dragon, meaning live and die as a dragon, which is my goal in life, you know. A virtuous dragon, of course. A Muslim dragon, of course. But anywho, so I was like, access denied. This goes into the topic I wanted to talk about. Just missing one part and can get you access denied. So let's say you tell your husband or your husband to be, you know, you're just fiancé, and you're like, I want the ring to be this exact color, this exact cut, this exact everything, you know? And then he gives you only 90%, and you know he's capable of giving you the 100%. So just like, nah, let's call off the wedding. If you can't even do that now, when we're married, what else will you start detracting from, when I know you can give me the full course, you know? Likewise, I think we should apply this to all people, and the closer they are to you, the higher the standards, because you know you do the same for them. Because I also believe that you shouldn't ask of people what you can't give them. That's just hypocrisy in a way. So I think that denying access because somebody gave you only Dia Dragon and didn't add the lady, add that to your own life this is only a symbolical way of putting it, of course. But somebody only gave you the Dia Dragon and forgot the lady, you can just say access denied. Some people say it's too harsh, but I think accepting breadcrumbs is 2026. If you're still accepting breadcrumbs, do you even love yourself? Like, for real? Or do you love the other person better? Because I'm the type of person that doesn't play with my sleep. My sleep is the basis of my health, the basis of my sanity, the basis of my mental health, the basis of so many things. And I got roommates that do not value sleep, neither theirs nor mine. So I gave them, when I saw that they would just slam doors while I was sleeping and all that, I just started mirroring energy. Then when it was convenient for them, they called me and they were like, we want to start sleeping at midday. Please, if you could reduce the sound of the door, we'll also reduce it when you're sleeping. I was like, okay. So that was during vacation time. We didn't go back home, all of us. And now we're back to school time. School has started. We're 1 week in and exams are already around the corner. And they were saying, and they just started slamming the doors again while I was sleeping. And keep in mind, I'm an early riser. After I pray, I try to get work done because I'm trying to become that disciplined girly this 2026. So I don't want to make it a habit of just going back to sleep immediately after prayer. They say the most productive hours for billionaires or millionaires are like in the early mornings. They wake up at 5 a.m. and start being productive, right? So me, I wake up at 5 a.m. and start and pray first, because prayer above everything. Spiritual health above everything. And I pray and then I start posting and stuff like that and editing and stuff like that, because I'm like, it's about time. I've put this off for so long. It's time I actually give it my all for 6 months and see how it turns out. It's better than not trying at all, you know? So I was doing just that, and I just saw that these people, they were just slamming doors again. I was like, been there, done that. I don't want to go back to mirroring energy. Please, I've transcended that. It's 2026. That was 2025 me. This is 2026 me. We don't match energy. We transcend it. We alchemize it. Because I'm not coming down to your level. Sorry. I don't even see you. You're not even at my level. Like, you're way down there. I need binoculars to see you. So why would I let you drag me down? That would be a fall from grace. No thanks. So I was just like, what to do? I was just like, access denied. I can block people in real life. It's a thing. I'll just deny access. I know I'm an asset. I take care of people's emotional health. I take care of people's mental health. And I do my best to not be a liability. In fact, to my own detriment sometimes, but I'm learning to stop doing that. Selective empathy, selective kindness is what I'm learning to practice. Because for so many years, I've been brainwashed into thinking God will hate me if I'm not kind to everybody, if I'm not accommodating of everybody and their bad behavior. And I'm like, but God never said kill yourself to make another person survive. He never said stick a knife in you so that the other person won't have to suffer the consequences of their actions, you know? I'm like, So I just like, because since the first time they started doing it, I was like, is this always the cycle with the roommates? Is this always how it's going to be? They're going to keep destroying my sleep. And the way I see it is, if you destroy my sleep and you don't respect my sleep, then you just don't respect my sanity. Because the two are linked. And I respect everybody's sleep. I don't care who you are. If I see you're sleeping, I'll try to be ninja silent. And I'm already a very silent person. Like, I close doors quietly. I talk very low if I see somebody sleeping. I do everything very quietly, normally. And when I see you're sleeping, I do it times 10. So I was like, access denied. Because what even am I getting from these people? Like, nothing. When they see me do something great, they keep quiet. But when we're in public, they want people to know that they know me, so they start talking to me in public. Meanwhile, me in public, whether I know you or I don't know you, and I don't really even have any friends in this uni, because I know the type of person I am. I'll start overgiving in no time. While receiving 60%, I'll be giving 1,000%. I'm like, no thanks, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be pouring back into myself and transcending and glowing up for these 5 years, inshallah. So, by the way, inshallah means if God wills, and because I'm Muslim, I use it. So I was just saying, access denied. You won't receive anything from me. Heck, even eye contact. Because TBH, as a neurodivergent, eye contact is a bit hard for me. Like, I have to consciously be like, okay, I'll make eye contact with this person. So if I just don't feel like it, you aren't getting any eye contact from me for that day. Because I just don't feel like it. I stop forcing myself. Because at first I even thought, was there something wrong with me? Everybody else holds eye contact. Why not me? But whenever I forced myself to hold eye contact, it just felt like I was under duress. Like it was a form of punishment. I was like, what is going on? But after I found out I was neurodivergent, I was like, phew. Okay, so it's not that anything is wrong with me, it's just I'm wired a certain way, meaning I have to navigate the world a certain way, not like other people. I'm like, okay, I'll work with that. I can work with that. And so, access denied, back to my title. When somebody tells you that they will stop doing something after they've already done it once, but now they have something to gain out of it, so they're like, okay, let's reach a compromise. And you're like, okay, but you keep an eye on them, because once it stops benefiting them in any way, they might go back to how they were. And that's when you're like, I gave you a chance, you gave me half of the password or username needed. Are you sure you're you? Because I don't know this person. Access denied. Peace out.